Hey, Jordan Bench here, jordanbench.com. In this video, I answer the question, how to achieve goals. So if you're someone who is wanting to achieve goals that you have wanted to do for a long time, if you have dreams, you have hopes, aspirations, you have things that you want to get done and accomplish in life, and you're really not sure how to achieve them, then this video is for you. So really, big picture thinking, what we need to do to achieve our goals is we have to define first what those goals are. And a lot of times it's going to be something that's like big picture, think big picture, something that you want to, something big that you want to do. And then I've already done a couple of videos on this, but you want to break it down into smaller goals and smaller goals. And then doing those goals enough over time, you'll end up getting to that larger goal. So think of it like having mini goals, and then those mini goals lead to like the smaller goal that you're able to achieve, and then do enough of those smaller goals and you're able to achieve a much larger goal. So I was someone who really struggled and had a hard time with achieving anything. Like I was a big time procrastinator. I was someone who just really struggled to be motivated sometimes. I was really easygoing and lackadaisical with everything, and I wasn't like too motivated to accomplish stuff. And then when I had an online business, I realized, that is definitely not going to cut it. You have to get more driven and determined to actually accomplish things. So I am speaking to you out of someone who was pretty much on the other side to where I was not good at those things. And I had to train myself on how to be good, on how to be someone who could be a high level achiever of getting things done. So there's one thing I want to share with you dealing with this. So I used to laugh at this idea, and I kind of was like, that's ridiculous. There's really no reason of doing that. But I actually use, like within my daily life, I use a planner. And I use this planner to help me get things done. I use it to help achieve my goals. And I'll show it to you right here. But so this video is not about this planner. There's other stuff. But so this is the planner that I use. It's called the Passion Planner. And inside the Passion Planner, you're not going to be able to see this, but I'll just show you. It lays out like a roadmap of accomplishing your goals, and it just says for instance, you start by dreaming big. Think of like a big long-term goal, and then you want to break it down into smaller goals, and then you want to break it down into things that you can accomplish on a daily or weekly basis. And by laying it out on that kind of roadmap, especially like on a calendar view, and then breaking it down on a daily view or a weekly, daily view, and you're actually writing down certain tasks that you need to do to get done, it's amazing what you're able to accomplish, especially if you have everything written out and you plan it and you write it all down and you're just focused on it. So I will actually do a video on the Passion Planner at some time. I did a lot of research, and the Passion Planner was one that I really came to like, and I thought it was something that just really beneficial and really helpful. But I think another part of achieving your goals and getting things done and just being a high level achiever, yes, you need to have a roadmap, like what I just explained and what I have been explaining so far. Yes, you need to have a roadmap. You need to have a clear set path, but it's more than that. If you really want to achieve your goals and get things done, it's more than those things. You have to be someone who's going to be consistent. You have to be persistent, and you have to really flex that muscle of just not giving up and pushing through. So here's what I mean. So within my own life, I set out to do a 90-day video challenge because I knew if I did a 90-day video challenge, then that would build my YouTube channel up and that would allow me to get content. But the real reason why I did it was because I was someone who never really did videos before. And I knew that if I would do a video a day, if I did it long enough, over a long period of time, what that would do is it would flex the muscle, the creativity muscle of, okay, what video should I do next? It would also flex the muscle of getting on camera and sharing my heart and just getting more familiar with just being on camera. Because like I said, I didn't do videos before this. So it was something that I had to get comfortable with. I mean, if you've never done a video before, the first couple times you do it, it's awkward. I mean, you have to stare into a lens and just start speaking about stuff. And yeah, it can be very awkward at first because there's nobody in the room with you. It's just you speaking. And I think now people have gotten more used to that because of social media and stuff. But, it gets to the place to where you're looking at a lens and you're just speaking to a lens and you're not talking to anybody. So really what I have to do is I have to be aware of looking at the lens, and I have to be aware that, you know what, I am speaking to people. I'm speaking to you on the other side of this video. And then I have to picture, okay, you know, what does this person want? What is the kind of information they want? So for me, by doing this YouTube challenge that I did, this 90-day YouTube challenge, what it did was it flexed the muscle of showing up and being on camera on a daily basis for well over 90 days now. I flexed the muscle of being able to do that. And doing that, doing the task over and over and over and over and over, what it does is it forms these habits in you to where it's actually harder to stop than it is to actually like just keep on continuing. It's easy to continue, and it's actually hard to stop doing it. For me, like if I would say, okay, you know, tomorrow I'm not going to do a YouTube video, it would just feel a little awkward at that point. It'd be like, because I've been doing it for so long now, it just feel a little awkward. So let's make this make sense. All right. So if you're someone who is trying to lose weight, you know, you're not trying to do an online business, but you are trying to lose weight. So what is a high leverage task? What is something that's high leverage that doesn't require a whole lot of effort, but with a minimal amount of effort, it's going to give you the biggest amount of results? So maybe that comes down to your nutrition. Maybe it comes down to something within the gym. Whatever it is, you have to decide whatever that thing is, and then be very persistent and actionable with getting that done and doing it. So what I mean is, like, let's say it's, you need to go into the gym, you do some type of cardio or do some type of strength training program, whatever it is. But the whole idea is that, okay, I'm going to wake up every day and I'm going to show up at the gym and I'm going to do something. Because typically what I would do is I just sit at home and watch TV. So doing something is obviously better than doing nothing. So maybe you set a challenge out for yourself of I'm going to show up to the gym for a solid 3 months and I'm not going to miss. I don't know. Maybe that's a goal that you can set out to do, because that's just going to get you in the habit. Or maybe it's related to nutrition, to where it's like, okay, every day I'm going to drink X amount of water. Or every day I'm going to get in a specific type of meal, like a healthy, well-balanced meal. And then you have a certain set of parameters in which it's going to be. But you're just doing it on a constant basis. Maybe you're someone who's taking supplements right now, and you have a hard time of just being consistent with it. So maybe you say, okay, I'm going to be very consistent in taking my supplements on a daily basis. I don't know what it is. I'm just saying, just trying to give you ideas of what it is that you can do so that you begin to flex that muscle, that you can actually do it. Because really, when I look back at my YouTube channel right now, I think I have like 60 some subscribers. And you know, that wasn't my goal, you know, was to get X amount of subscribers. My goal was just to do a video a day. So don't get so concerned in, oh, I'm not losing weight, or, oh, you know, I'm not seeing myself look so different in the mirror. The whole idea is that you just begin to be consistent with something, because the more consistent you are, those habits are going to form, and you're going to get stronger and stronger and better at doing those things. Now I was recently listening to a sermon, and this guy that I was listening to, his name is Curry Blake, I was listening to him, and he was talking about a guy that lived like 100 years ago, over 100 years ago. His name was Smith Wigglesworth. And he said in this video that what Smith Wigglesworth would do is that every single day he would pray for one person. I don't mean like, you know, he would think in his mind and then pray for the person. I mean like he'd meet somebody like on the streets, and then he would pray for them for whatever the needs that they had. And it'd be one person a day. And then he got to the point to where he was praying for 3 people a day, and then he was praying for 5 people a day. So every day he made a conscious decision to pray for 5 people on a daily basis. And he would not include, so say he was having he was speaking on a Sunday, or he would be invited to a church to speak, he wouldn't include the people that he would pray for at that service. So maybe he prayed for 15 or 20 people. Well, after that service, if he hadn't prayed for 5 people, like on the streets or wherever he was at, then he would make sure he would do that night. He would accomplish that. So in him, it was a habit of praying for 5 people on a daily basis. Even if he already prayed for people in church, that wasn't within the parameters, so he still made sure he did it. To me, when I look at that, I see that is a high level of commitment. It's a high level of persistence. So that's really the idea of, if you want to achieve your goals, if you want to get things done, to me, it's two parts. It's having a plan, having an actionable plan, having steps to do that. But then it's the thing I think a lot of people kind of forget about. It's flexing that muscle of just accomplishing task after task after task, and just really getting things done in that sense of not giving up, not settling, not giving in to certain things. Like, I know, life situations can get in the way of things. It's like, you know what? You just got to push through it. You just got to keep on going. When I did my 90-day video challenge, there were so many days I did not want to do a video. There were so many days when we had family functions. So many days when things would just go wrong. But I just kept telling myself, no, if you quit now, you're going to make it acceptable. So then the next day that something else happens, guess what? It's not that big of a deal. And what happens to people when they start making excuses and start allowing those situations to arise, guess what? They make excuses and then they fall out of what they set out to do. So it's almost like whatever it is that you want to do, whatever goal you're trying to achieve, you have to set it in your mind that you're not going to let anything stop you. Like, you set a date, start today. Start today, and you're not going to let anything stop you until you get to that point. And you're just going to keep on going after it. You're not going to make excuses. You're going to find a way to get it done. That's what you have to do. You have to do it on a daily basis, find a way to get it done, and just keep on pushing into it. All right, so I've talked long enough. I hope I have given you a clear idea of how to set out and achieve your goals, how to get things done. If this video has made an impact on you and has motivated you to get things done and be a high-level achiever, then go ahead and give this video a like. If you have any questions for me, or if you have any video topics or video ideas or things that you want me to do videos on, then go ahead and comment that below. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel already, then go ahead and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video.